Hey everybody, I'm Ronnie. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here at the former site of Green Valley Raceway, and here comes the helicopter. Okay, let's start over. I think that was Airwolf. That's what it looked like to me anyway, if you guys remember that TV show. Anyway, I'm at the beginning of what's called the John Barfield Trail here in North Richland Hills, Texas. And I wanted to do a hopefully short video about my diabetes diagnosis and how I discovered e-biking is a fantastic way to get some exercise, improve your health, and just get outside and enjoy the beautiful sights. I hope to enlighten you a little bit, and I hope not to take too long, but I hope you'll stay with me, and let's talk about it. So what is e-biking, and why can it help somebody with diabetes? I'm going to tell you. Back in January of 2024, I was diagnosed as type 2 diabetic. It wasn't completely surprising to me because I knew my A1C was not great. I had been to the doctor the year before and got my blood work done, and my numbers were not good then. And they put me on some medication called metformin. It just didn't work for me. I had some bad side effects, and I just thought, well, I'm going to try to just fix this on my own. And long story short, I really just continued to not get exercise. I didn't eat right, and so I kind of knew the writing was on the wall, so to speak. So fast forward to January of 2024, I knew I was going to have to go in and get my blood work again. My doctor was pretty insistent on it. So I go in. I just got a phone call from him once the results came back, and he basically said, okay, you need to come in, we got to talk. So I knew it was not good news. My A1C was 8.8, which is pretty much full-blown diabetic, and I was put on some new medication called Mounjaro, which is pretty amazing stuff. You can read all about it online. I'm sure there's tons of videos, but it just totally alters your appetite. At that time, I weighed 267 pounds. They weighed me the day I went in for the diagnosis, and I have since lost 60 pounds. A lot of that is due to the medication, but also, in addition to that, a lot of it is due to e-biking. So my first introduction to e-bikes and e-biking, my wife and I were at a local park near us. We were walking, and a guy went by me, and I could hear a little bit of a noise coming from the bike, and I found out later he was riding an electric bike. The motor, at that time he was riding a bike with a rear hub motor, and I could hear the noise, didn't know what it was. So fast forward a couple of weeks later, I was contemplating getting back into cycling myself. Went to a local bike shop in Fort Worth, and they had electric bicycles there. Pretty fascinating, and they explained to me in detail how electric bikes can really help you, even if you're wanting to ride for fun, or if you're wanting to ride to get exercise. They can benefit you in a lot of ways. There are different kinds of electric bikes. There are hub motors, there are mid-drive motors. The two main sensors on e-bikes are called cadence sensors and torque sensors. Didn't know what those were. So I just started watching a lot of YouTube videos, did some reading, and about a month later I bought my first electric bike, which was called a Level 2, made by a company called Aventon, based in California. Great bike. Just changed my world. I just wanted to ride it, and this was in February when it was still cold, and I just wanted to ride every moment I could. Anytime the weather was halfway decent, I wanted to ride. And that bike came with a torque sensor, which basically the way a torque sensor works is it senses the amount of pressure you're applying to the pedals and then gives you motor assistance based on what pedal assist level you're in. That bike had 4 levels of pedal assist, like this one. Some bikes have 5. The other type of sensor is called a cadence sensor. This is on, I would say, more affordably priced bikes. What a cadence sensor does is it's kind of like an on-off switch. If you're pedaling and the crank arms are spinning, the motor is on, giving you assistance. It's pushing you along at a predetermined speed based on the pedal assist level that you're in. It's a great option for folks that want to ride. They want to get some exercise, but maybe they don't have the strength they used to have. If you have disabilities, let's say you've had knee surgery or you've had hip surgery, and you have limited use of your legs, you can't apply a whole lot of pedaling pressure, a cadence sensor is a great way to ride. You still have to pedal. You're not having to pedal as hard, but you do still have to pedal to get the bike moving along. These bikes do come equipped, some I should say, not all, come equipped with a throttle. And what the throttle does is the throttle basically helps you get across intersections. That's what I use it for. And I know another common question with electric bikes, one is how fast can they go? Well, this bike is what's called a class 3. So it will go up to 28 miles an hour. There are class 2 bikes that will go up to 20 miles an hour, or some of them you can unlock them to a class 3. The other question that we hear most commonly is how much are they? They run the gamut in price. You can buy an $800 e-bike, less than $1,000 on Amazon or even Walmart, or you can spend several $1,000s if you want a more well-known brand like Trek, Specialized, Canyon, Cannondale. All of those major brands now have e-bikes. So I'm now back in torque sensor mode, and I'm applying a little bit of force to the pedals. I'm in the 2nd level of pedal assist on this bike, which is called Tour. This bike has 4 levels of pedal assist. As I said, some have 5, and you can get a relatively inexpensive bike with a torque sensor if you're looking to still get exercise. And you can turn the pedal assist off anytime you want. That's the nice thing. You don't have to have it on all the time. If you just want to pedal under your own power, and you can turn it off. And then if you come to a hill and you need some help, just turn the pedal assist back on. You will still get exercise either way. Just what level of exercise you want is really up to you. So there are direct-to-consumer brands of bikes where you literally order your bike online, they ship it to you, and you assemble it yourself, or you can take it to a local bike shop and pay a small fee and get it assembled. Or there are several brands that you can walk into a bike shop and test ride them. I highly recommend that if you're able to do that. This way you can try the different brands, find the one that you really like. And the other nice thing is if you buy from a bike shop, you're going to get warranty help or service help right from the get-go if you buy from a bike shop. Lots of money on roller skates up here, or roller blades, I guess. Oh. Thank you, dear. So why do you need a throttle? What's a throttle used for on an e-bike? Well, a number of things. I like to use the throttle when I'm first getting on the bike and maybe I'm in the wrong gear, or I just need a little bit of an oomph to get started. A throttle is great for that. Another thing it's great for is if you come up to a busy intersection and it's your turn to cross. Again, if you're in the wrong gear or you just need a little bit of help, you can hit the throttle, get across the intersection, and start pedaling again. Another question that folks may ask is, well, what if I have balance issues? What if I'm afraid that I've got this big heavy bicycle and I'm not able to balance it. I'm afraid I'm going to fall over when I get on it just because it is so heavy. Or when you come up to a stop and now you're having to balance it again. There is a solution to that, and now you have e-tricycles. So they're basically 3-wheel bicycles, so you don't have to worry about balance. Most of them will go up to 15 or 20 miles an hour, so that's plenty of power. And they're just easy to get on and get off, and they're fun. That's the main thing, and that's what this is all about. So here's another great case for owning an electric bike. If you live in an area where it's windy, what area isn't windy, right? Texas, where I live, gets pretty windy. I'm actually into a pretty strong headwind. But on an electric bike, that's not a problem. No, I don't know if you can even hear the wind. It is windy, but I'm having no problems pedaling along here because I have that motor helping me out. So once you get your e-bike, you can take it out and ride beautiful places like this. This is the Trinity River Trail in Fort Worth. One of my all-time favorite places to ride. Check out this bridge up here. This is so cool. One of my favorite places to ride, as I said before, and this is all part of the Trinity River Trail. I'm gonna kick it in high gear here and start to head home. It's starting to get darker since it is winter, but I hope this video gave you a little bit of insight into electric biking, owning an electric bike, and what it can do for somebody like you that may have a disability, or if you're diabetic like me and you just want to get some exercise and get outside and enjoy the fresh air. It's a great way to do that. And again, I thank you for tuning in, and if you have any questions or anything I didn't cover, feel free to ask me down in the comments and I'll be happy to answer as best I can. And if you found this video useful or helpful, please click like and even subscribe if you like. And again, I thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good day.